Welcome to Ryan Field on the campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get this one started. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Akron Zips, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Northwestern Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Zips will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Northwesterns will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality. Offensive line gets to assert themselves. Run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Steps away. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like, a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Zips offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He makes the connection. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. At the 45, on his way. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion brings up a second down. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 40. Afterburners coming. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Zips. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Now the play fake. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on a third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through the progression.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. On the option. Now the pitch. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Powers through the defender. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Trying play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He finds his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. From the gun, the ground game. And he could not get loose on the run. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build...
Touchdown, Akron! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide out in motion. They'll go to the ground. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. On second down, he's looking downfield. Quick completion on the out. Still on his feet at the 45. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Northwestern right back to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. The Wildcats get the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop?
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Coming after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Zips line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And stampeding through the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This drive comes from the 38-yard line. Going up top on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And they got him for the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Zips will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
The ball is out behind the line. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Looking for a block. It's sacked. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to throw, it's Hart. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. And the ball squirted out. Bounced right back to them. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Offense gets set for second down. The give is to Smith. On the move is the 30. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Hernandez. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hale. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hart. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Zips have this offense rolling. Handoff to the single back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets enough. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll lift to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fights his way ahead. They get him down, and after a pickup of 3, they'll mark it at the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Hart. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. And the Wildcats want to move quickly. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Power football with the run. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Hart. Dances away. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Zips. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
27, Northwestern, 10.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity they need to answer.
And down by 17 is not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And that's another first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Goes to the option. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Hart. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's the handoff. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Connection to the right. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Zips getting set on 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Keeps looking downfield. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Zips will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Northwestern wants to go quickly.
First down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires and picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Sweet cut there. At the 45 on its way. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Zips will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got it.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. He's looking to throw, trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's best. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Northwestern right back to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's got his man. Makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Akron! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Gets away from 1. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and they'll move the chains for the 1st down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. They're trying to get to it. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs. Offense set on 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll try the right side. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.